Hello and welcome back to the Team Talk podcast with me, Luke. And today I'm joined with Will, Jack, and Ben as always. And to put it simple, football is back. English football
Finally.
returned this past week. So today we're just going to be going over what happened because let's be honest, it's English football. There's always going to be stuff to talk about. It's never as simple as it seems. And so how are we all doing, guys?
I'm doing good, mate. Good.
I'm good.
How are we all feeling now? Football is back.
Something to do again, isn't there?
Yeah, and there's something we can talk about now, other than the coronavirus.
To be fair, it's been back for like 2 weeks. We're just Premier League.
English football's back, so
Yeah,
it's good.
It's
For
another
us.
level, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
it's just like such a difference between the Bundesliga. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like-
watching the Bundesliga and La Liga is all fun and everything, but the moment English football's back, we're on it.
It's because English football is just a complete different play style to the other two. It's
Yeah,
just,
it is.
so much more entertaining.
We
And
can
we
put them
actually-
other leagues back now.
Yeah. Well,
Matter
they're pretty
anymore.
much wrapped up now, anyway, aren't they? Well,
Yeah.
it's just did the Bundesliga finish the other day, or have they still got games to go?
I think they still got games to go, but Bayern have won it.
Bayern are now crown champions.
Yeah, there's
The
one
shock.
game left.
But I feel that's always a good one thing the Premier League's got compared to the other leagues is you never know who's going to win it. Like you never know what's going to happen. Pretty
Oh,
much.
we do this year.
Well, no, at the beginning of the season though, if you look at your Bundesliga, and your Liga, obviously you've got Bayern Munich who won it 9 times past 9 years or something.
Something
And-
like that.
Yeah,
And then La Liga, it's always going to be between Barcelona and Real Madrid. But the Premier League, who knows what's going to happen? That's why it is the best league in the world. So
Definitely.
we'll jump straight into it. It returned last Wednesday. Aston Villa versus Sheffield United.
No, you
We have
got a
to
point in this one.
Bro, I don't want to mention Villa, man.
This is the good one. You actually got something from
There's like a
this.
level. There's like a level of where like you can see they give us hope. Yeah, they're like, all right, playing well, might get at least something out of this game. Like we did it against
something out of
Sheffield.
it.
We did it against Sheffield, but like let's be
You
serious.
shouldn't have.
We
Yeah, but this-
should have been a loss. But to be fair, like if you're looking at like the actual stats, we played way better than them. We probably should have won the game, or at least we got the point. But like their one shot on target was that cross. So like,
Well, we've got to talk about it. We've got to talk about it. Goal line technology having that little cock up.
It was
Obviously,
100% a goal.
Nyland had carried the ball into his own net.
they said afterwards that it was.
But
Chris
they said at
Wilder
half.
nailed it by saying he was in the whole 10 when he caught it.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
Literally.
Didn't
Yeah, we're all
Michael Oliver get it thing on his watch at half time in the dressing room?
yeah.
That is.
But and then didn't Chris Wilder come out and said if Sheffield United miss out on Europe by 1 point, he's suing the company or something?
He says-
I'm sure I heard that
Yes.
somewhere.
I've heard stuff about that.
Yeah, obviously that was the game in hand for Villa, obviously from your Carabao Cup.
But like as from that, yeah, I was like, I'll take a point because like, top 6 side. I'll
Yeah,
take.
a point against Sheffield
What-
United is
Good result.
good.
But
Yeah, it's not
but so key, yeah. If you're looking at how Newcastle played against Sheffield, I know we're jumping ahead a bit, but if you're looking at how Newcastle, I know they went 10 men down, but they just tore that defence up.
They
Like,
haven't. Sheffield
why-
United have not shown up since.
I'm
Louis
too annoyed with Villa, so let's just move on. Next,
Right. Okay, so obviously we had the Villa
Yeah.
Sheffield game, which finished 0-0. And then Man City versus Arsenal. Man City won 3-0. David Luiz.
We won't
Absolutely
see him
good.
play for Arsenal again. I don't think.
Honestly, if you watch the game back, the first 20 minutes before Pablo Mari got injured,
Yeah,
Arsenal were playing really well. Obviously, they got
I
on
wouldn't
the
say
bench.
really well, but they were competing with.
They
them.
were in the
They,
game.
they were 10 times
They-
better than what they were
They were
like when David Luiz
they were
came
in the
in.
game, but then Pablo Mari was it Mari and Xhaka both went off injured,
yeah.
and then so they brought on Ceballos and obviously David Luiz, and then from then on,
Ceballos,
it just went.
what? Like seriously, like what has Ceballos added to that Arsenal squad? Do you remember when they signed Dennis Suarez? He's basically just like him. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Denis Suarez.
he didn't even play, did he? Suarez? Did he get injured?
I
don't think
think
he
he just
played.
fell out of favour.
He's that player who, like, you think is going to be amazing because he's come from this like good squad, and he's brought in like it's just Arsenal just making every single player that they sign just rubbish. Honestly, you take a Aubameyang out of that squad, and they're literally like the relegation side. Look at their back four. You know, like, seriously, if you look at their back four that they started against Brighton, you've got Bellerin on his day can be good, but I'm not gonna lie,
He's good going forward, but
at least
defensively,
the difference between centre backs and full backs. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Then you've got Rob Holding. Like, let's be serious. He's not anything special. He's like, you know what I mean. You've
He has been unfortunate with injuries, to be fair to him.
Mustafi, Rob Holding, and Kolasinac. Please tell me that is not. Please, someone tell me that's not like a 10. The top 10 or above. That is not a top 10 or 2
I'm going to
above.
get absolutely rinsed for this, but if you look at like Mustafi's like stats like this season, he's actually not been awful. It's just he's made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
exactly. The mistake.
The mistakes are bad, but if you look at like interceptions, passes made, all that sort of stuff, he's like up there with like Van Dijk and all that. But then he just every game he does something wrong, which is why he's so bad.
Yeah,
the mistakes are a difference between a good defender and a not good defender.
Yeah. So then, obviously, then David Luiz got sent. He gave away the first goal and then gave away the penalty and got sent off. My mate, I think I told you guys this, but my mate won 70 quid off a bet because he had David Luiz to be carded and then Kevin De Bruyne to score, and he got it in the same passage of play. It was brilliant. Right, so Arsenal lost. And then going away from the Premier League, on Thursday we had the League 2 playoffs. I don't know if you guys watched it.
I didn't watch the first leg, I watched the second legs last night, and oh my god, it was quality football, to be fair.
That Northampton game.
So just to quickly go over the scores, Colchester beat Exeter 1-0. And then Cheltenham went away to Northampton and won 2-0. But we'll get on to the second legs a bit later on. So that was the first leg of the League 2 playoffs after their league got cancelled.
Yeah.
Friday, back to the Premier League. Norwich, who are rock bottom of the table, lost again 3-0 at home to Southampton.
Danny Ings on fire still.
Great goal. Great. Like, seriously, he's great for fantasy as well.
All three of Southampton's goals were really, really good finishes.
Yeah,
I agree.
And then I remember the commentator saying something. It was, imagine what Danny Ings would have been like if he was fully fit at Liverpool.
Yeah, it would.
It could have. You don't know what could have happened. Well, obviously, he was amazing at Burnley.
I think if he can continue this form into next season, he should definitely make the Euro squad.
100%.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't have him over Rashford, but I'd definitely have him on as a bench player.
Oh yeah, he's definitely someone who can come on and impact the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So then, so Southampton won that game 3-0.
Oh wait, let's talk about Norwich. Yeah, like seriously, I'm
worried about.
I'm coming from a Villa fan who literally can't defend for absolute. Norwich, like, I'm not even joking. If you watch Redmond go on his left foot for that third goal, I am not even joking. Godfrey's standing there, and he's literally watching him go on his left foot, and he's just literally just let him go on his left foot, bang it in the bottom left. And I saw some stats saying that Norwich, they only have 2 players out of their whole squad, which is Cantwell and Pukki, who have scored 2 goals or more in that squad. So if you talk about that as a whole squad, they don't even, like, seriously, you take away Pukki's goals to start the season, and they're genuinely worse than that Derby squad.
If you look at how Pukki started at the start of the season, me and my mate had a bet because of how Pukki started. He was like, he said, "I bet you 20 quid Pukki is going to score 20 Premier League goals a season."
I remember you saying this.
No chance. And we shook on it, and one of my mates has got it on camera. We shook on it. Pukki, I didn't think he would, and look at him. I think he's on 13 goals now, is it, or something?
Yeah.
So
it's like Cantwell. Cantwell's a great player. Just doesn't get, like, he just doesn't have the players around him that can finish off the chances. You've got Buendia, again, who's a good player, very underrated in my opinion. Gets lobbed, but he just can't. He's not scoring. And I feel like I remember last year watching Norwich, and they were literally like, you play them, and you'd be like, yeah, this is going to be a loss here. I remember last year, I remember talking to my friends about like saying we can't even beat Norwich this year. How on earth are we going to beat?
It just shows
only
the
team that's
difference
we've done the
between
double over.
Championship and the Prem.
Yeah.
When you look at
definitely.
Norwich last season, Sheffield United are the exception. Because I think they've just got a system that is just completely different to what we've seen in the Prem before.
Who was it that won the championship? Was it Sheffield or was it?
No, it was Norwich. They won.
Norwich won the...
They won the league at Villa Park.
Oh God!
And I remember we literally left that like when they were celebrating. Cause I'm not watching that.
It's funny to say about Norwich because Norwich are unbeaten against us this season. They drew with us at our place, and then we lost. Then we lost
That's
to
mad.
theirs.
Bro, we beat them 5-1. We did away.
Yeah. We.
To be fair though, to Norwich, who have they signed since they've come up?
Oh,
No, they didn't sign anyone, did they?
They signed Roberts from Man City. Then he got injured. Then that's basically it. They
But
signed.
it's still a championship squad.
Who do they sign?
Yeah.
But like again, they have quality players. Like they can get money from Aaron's, Lewis, Pookie, but Pookie's a bit old now. Cantwell probably go. Like they've
I
got.
swear Pookie's only like 28, isn't he?
No,
Or is he older than that?
I thought he was older than that. Surely he can't be. He can't be it.
I need to know this.
Anyway,
It's
let's
finished.
get to the next game.
Okay, so then later on Friday night, battle for Europe, Tottenham versus Manchester United.
That was a
Finished
good
1-1.
game.
Good game of football. That was.
United deserved to win that.
David
Did you,
De Gea, absolutely appalling.
Did you see Roy Keane at half time?
What a
he
rant that
ripped
was.
It
It was just funny because he was full on ranting and Patrice Evans was just there laughing the whole time.
I think
Then-
Roy Keane's had a bad lockdown.
Yeah, saying that
Solskjaer.
David De Gea.
Also, carry on.
Yeah, saying that David De Gea is the most overrated goalkeeper in the world and that Harry Maguire is appalling. Just...
To be fair, Solskjaer actually said yesterday that he still thinks De Gea is the best keeper in the world.
I saw that earlier.
Bit strange. Don't know
What
whether
are
they
your-
don't what he.
What are your guys' opinions? Do you think David De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world, or
No chance.
No.
Oh, chance.
Who'd you say?
I think Tom Eaton's better than De Gea. I'm not even joking. You laugh, but I'm not even joking. From
That's like me
state to
saying,
state,
but that's like
The
me saying Butland's
consistency-
like the best goalkeeper for England. He's clearly not.
Yeah, but like consistently, Tom Heaton, when he was fit, he was making world class saves. De Gea is consistently literally messing up United. Like do you know how many I saw something today and saying that I think they've dropped 13 points due to mistakes through De Gea.
Crazy.
He's definitely not the world's best goalkeeper.
What
Oh no chance.
if you're David De Gea and you're obviously they've got Dean Henderson who's out on loan. If you're David De Gea, are you worried about Dean Henderson coming back?
After the season he's
Yeah.
had, definitely, because he's had a quality
Yeah.
season, I thought.
He's England's
Oh,
number.
He's England. He's got to be England's number one, personally.
I think so.
Right.
He's better than Pickford.
Yeah, I don't. Sometimes I don't even know how Pickford's a professional footballer, but that's for another day.
You meant
Right.
Pogba came on, by the way. Quick mention. Pogba came on, and I'm not even joking. When a fully fit Pogba is definitely up there in the top 5 best midfielders in the world. A fully fit.
fully fit Pogba, fully fit Fernandes. That is a solid.
Oh, Fernandes
two
ran the show.
midfielders.
Constantly, yeah.
Yeah, so that was on
Pogba
Friday
changed the
night.
game, didn't he?
Yeah, and then Bruno came out and said that they're enjoying playing with each other. Kind of, didn't he? Said something like that.
Yeah.
That they're in the same boat, and
I think Fernandes is the sort of player Pogba needed, really.
yeah,
To sort of.
from Lingard to
Yeah.
Fernandes.
Bit of a difference, isn't it?
McTominay
Yeah.
signed a 5-year deal, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good for United. That
Not
is.
bad.
Good for United. Yeah, all right, next game.
So that was on Friday. Saturday, we'll start off.
Saturday, the big boy league returned.
Yeah, we'll get on to that. Quickly in the Premier League, Watford versus Leicester.
Great game.
Two absolute corkers of goals.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
From
Late
it
drama.
was from my point of view, sitting there as a Leicester fan, watching the game, I was a bit bored. I won't lie. Not much happening. And then 90th minute, Ben Chilwell comes up with that absolute screamer, and absolute limbs in my dad's living room.
Honestly, it was like on in the background, and I looked up, and I was like, "Is that Watford's ground?" Because at first I thought it was like something like Solihull Moors playing, All I
Oi.
could see was railings, right? I actually look at it again and to realise it's actually Watford's ground. It's really strange not seeing anyone like inside the ground.
So Ben Chilwell scores that absolute screamer.
Mate, how are you letting Craig score an overhead kick?
In that minute, in
how
that
many
moment,
points I lost on fancy?
Can I just say, Luke did like message us all and say, classic Leicester, gonna concede.
We're gonna,
in the last minute.
I just knew we'd scored in that moment. I was like, oh my god, we've won it. But then we started playing again, and Ben was going mental. The fact of his fantasy and Ben Chilwell getting a clean sheet.
I was so gassed.
I said, we're Leicester City. We're going to concede. And then what happens? Ben Dawson, overhead kick. Great goal to be fair to you. Fine. We're long past what happened that season. So obviously that happened. And as we're recording it, Leicester are playing in an hour. The team sheet's just come out, but I've not seen it yet. So
who are you playing?
We've got Brighton. We're playing at 6. Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Talking of Brighton, 2-1 against Arsenal. Arsenal lost again.
Unbelievable.
Good for Brighton.
Injury was nasty.
What a game. Obviously, Neto had that horrific knee injury to the point they didn't even show the replay of it. That's how bad it was. Giving some stern words to Maupay after when he was being stretched off, wagging the finger. Obviously, Arsenal then go 1-0 up. Then Lewis Dunk equalised. Well, Pepe's goal was an absolute screamer. I do have to say.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
Beautiful goal. And then Lewis Dunk equalises. Then the 95th minute. Did you see the pass to had that little what's it? He let the ball run through his legs, and then I can't remember who the player was, but then flicked it onto Maupay, and then Maupay scored.
I think it was was it Connolly that flicked it up to Maupay?
I can't remember off the top of my head. So then Maupay, following the controversy of Leno's injury,
that's a massive loss for Arsenal, like huge loss. They're going to have that Nelly in goal, which makes their defence even worse.
He didn't actually play that badly, to be honest.
Yeah, but he's not Leno, is he?
Wasn't that the first time Brighton did the double over Arsenal in their history?
Something like that. Yeah. Why say more?
I think the goalkeeper that stepped in, I'm pretty sure he was like Arsenal. He's been at Arsenal a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, and
it's like a reserve keeper.
5th start or something.
Yeah.
Is it Mark?
I'm pretty sure I can remember him having to step in last minute against Stoke. I think it was a couple seasons before we got relegated and we were 3-0 up at half time.
He's only had something like 6 appearances for them in like 8 or 9 years or something.
I think Leeds were after him this summer. I don't know if that'll happen now. Yeah.
Oh no. Do you think Leeds are going to bottle it?
Yeah.
I think we'll get onto that in a minute. And then just to quickly go through the last games from Saturday in the Prem was West Ham 0, Wolves 2. I don't know if anyone saw Neto's goal, but it was an absolute scream.
I saw it, yeah.
Absolutely.
It was even better that Doherty got the assist.
And then Bournemouth 0, Palace 2. Bournemouth are in real trouble now.
Actually,
I don't think they're good enough to go down though. I think they're good enough to go down. I mean, I feel like they've got too many good players to go down.
But so have you. But
no, we flipping though. We got
Bournemouth have a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
Bournemouth, yeah.
But they've still got like Ake. I know Fraser's not there, but they've still got like Ake, Callum Wilson, King. What's his name?
Yeah, but if Bournemouth go down, how many of their players are going to want to leave?
I could see Wilson staying.
You look at Josh King.
He's alone, isn't he?
Josh King, who is linked with United.
Yeah, he was supposed to go deadline day, weren't he?
Well, they got a goal.
He's going to want to leave if they go down, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, have you seen? By the way, Tyrone Mings linked to Arsenal today, by the way.
Oh, really?
Make that defense even worse.
So then also that finished off the Premier League on Saturday, and then the Championship returned.
Big league.
Small club, in my opinion.
Obviously, loads of results happened, so I won't go through them all. In the race of promotion, Brentford went to Fulham, won 2-0. That's a big result.
Right. Ben Rama again, absolutely running the show.
Brentford like one of the best sides I've seen this season.
They've been really good.
They're so weird, Brentford are. They're the weirdest team I've ever come up across. Because they'll lose all their players, they'll sell everyone, and then they'll somehow become the next prime Barca over their awful players. They're making seriously though, they're making Ollie Watkins look literally some mad geezer. I don't get it. They're awful players. They've sold their best players.
I really hope we get him because he's quality.
We were that close in the summer. We were that close to getting Ben right.
Middlesbrough 0, Swansea 3.
The end for Woodgate.
Now been
cost him his job.
Woodgate sacked.
Stoke will lose on Saturday now. Then new manager.
Neil Warnock's back in the job.
Warnock back.
Not any ordering new manager.
Then we had Millwall 2, Derby 3. That Sibley.
Sibley with a hat trick.
Isn't he 18? Yeah, he's 18. He's got a hat trick. So he looks like he could be a good prospect. Blackburn 3, Bristol 1. Huddersfield 0, Wigan 2. Will's favourite team, Hull, lost to Charlton 1-0.
Obviously,
they lost
2
Charlton.
Points since.
Oh,
bro, they points since New Year's Day.
Must be getting so much.
Their chairman, literally, even when they beat Stoke at home, their chairman was still getting massive amount of abuse.
Luton 1, Preston 1. Obviously, your old manager, boys, is now back at Luton. What do you guys think about that?
He's his club, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's not really
on bad terms, isn't he?
There's no way.
He hasn't got the players there though to do what he was doing in League One. He hasn't got the fast fullbacks or
the
energy in midfield to be able
James
to perform.
Justin came to us, and what a player! He was one of our best players on Saturday, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays tonight.
Yeah. And Jack Stacey plays at Bournemouth, doesn't he? Right back.
Yes, yeah. Then you've got QPR lost to Barnsley 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. West Brom drew 0-0 with their city counterparts Birmingham. We'll say the best game till last. Nick Powell, 95th minute was it? Equaliser for you guys. Reading 1, Stoke 1. I remember the group chat when Reading scored. And you're like, oh, here we go. 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
It started.
Every time there's some form of restart, whether it be international break or anything like that, we always start so slowly.
Did McLean come on?
McLean
came on
changed
second
the game
hour.
when he came on.
Oh, really? Why did he start him?
I think he just went with the same front three from the last game.
I don't think he was properly fully 90-minute fit.
And obviously a shame for Ryan Shawcross again coming off injured.
Apparently the injury's not as bad as it first seemed.
Really?
But I
think it's more a tweak than a pull.
I didn't see the game, so I don't know what it looked like.
I think they took him off as a precaution in case it got any worse.
Well, I remember you guys saying that you think he'll retire at the end of the season.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All these injuries, yeah. But I want him to stay at the club like as a coach or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good club legend.
Definitely. And then
he's played for Stoke in 3 different decades now, I think I read.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Bad.
Jeez. So that was it on Saturday. Then Sunday, Newcastle 3, Sheffield United 0.
Good
big game. That's a big game for Newcastle.
Joe Linton scoring at last.
His first game at St James's Park.
They made Sheffield United look like they were the team down the lower half.
Sheffield United have not showed up at all.
No.
I don't know what it is.
And yet we still can't beat. Oh no.
They're missing O'Connell at the back, I think, aren't they?
And then they've not got aren't there 2 strikers?
You could see how much they struggled when was it Egan that got sent off and they had to go to a back 4. You could see none of them were comfortable in that formation at all.
And then obviously you had was it 5 minutes later that mistake? I can't remember what defender it was. Completely mishit the ball, and then it fell to Maximin. He just
St. Maximin.
slid it home.
To be fair, I'm gonna lie, that wasn't even a good shot from St. Maximin.
It wasn't. Won me some money though, Ben. It won me some money.
Is it? Cool.
Can't complain.
St. Maximin.
Did it buy you that new cap?
Not you. I'm not taking it off either.
It's alright, Will. It's been announced today that the hairdressers are reopening, so you'll be alright.
Can't wait.
I'm booked in on the 8th of July to get mine cut. Cannot wait. Sorry, Ben, I have to say it. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 2. I needed a result. I needed a result from Villa in that. You went 1-0 up.
Bro, so did I.
Like attack versus defence.
Can I just say, Christian Pulisic just teared Villa apart. He came on, and 3 minutes later, it went from 1-0 to Villa to 2-1 to Chelsea.
Like, seriously, though, like, a lot of people are like, there's a lot of controversy about Dean Smith at the moment. Because, like, personally, I would have him in the Championship because he got us promoted in the Championship. But, like, but seriously, like, the tactics he plays, he starts the game on part of the bus, basically just waiting and waiting for them just to keep getting shots.
Could go on for a while.
To they score, and then we're trying to hoof the ball up to He's got Rudiger and Christensen literally man marking him, just trying to win a header every single time. Like, there was no ambition, like, from literally, not if Grealish is playing on the left, okay? When his best position is at Cam, when he's actually, like, involved in the game.
Ben, do you think Grealish is getting targeted?
Well, I don't think. Well, obviously, because he's the best player in the team. But it's not even just that. It's like we're not like 1v11. We've got other players we can utilise, and we're literally just passing the ball to Grealish every single time.
You're relying on him too much, aren't you?
So it's prime Messi, then he's just going and losing the ball. Like seriously though, like the Grealish gets the ball, and I like the best we're expecting is a free kick. I'm like seriously, because there's no movement. We're so lethargic. It's the only way we're ever going to score is from the set piece or from like some jammy ass goal, which is what we scored.
To be fair, Ben, Stoke weren't the best at the weekend. I mean,
but like Stoke 1-0 up from like the luckiest like I've ever seen goal in my life. Like let's be serious, we didn't even score, and like we have somewhat hope. You'd think like after 1-0 we would like either. They would I don't know, go for a second, like that's what usual teams would do. That's what Watford did against Liverpool, who are also a relegated side. You think, that's not part of the bus, and just basically just let it happen because they're going to score eventually for the whole 45 minutes of the second half. Let's actually like get into them and actually like try and no, let's just let them score 2 goals. And that was it. And they could have been more, should have been more. There was no way we were ever scoring twice, so it was just a matter of when, basically. But yeah, like you know, we're the only
finished.
Rant over.
One last thing. We're the only team in the whole of the Prem not to beat the top 6 side. I'm gonna leave it. That's what I'm gonna say. Even Norwich beat Man City. That's Ben.
And then beat us as well. Talk about top 6 sides. Beat us too. Sorry, got to get that. And then the last game in the Prem on Sunday was obviously the big one, the Merseyside derby. What a boring game that was.
Such a bad game.
You could see how much like Salah changes that front three.
Oh, don't even get me started on Guardiola and not Guardiola. Klopp not starting Salah. Don't even get me started on that. Like, next game, going to the next game is stupid Klopp. He deserves not win that game if he's not starting Salah or not even bringing him on. He has 5 subs.
Well, that was the Premier League on Sunday. The big game which you mentioned earlier in the Championship, Cardiff League. Do you want to talk about this?
I asked my dad if he reckons Leeds will get automatic or not, and he doesn't think they will. He thinks they'll make the playoffs, but won't get automatic.
Yeah, they'll definitely make the playoffs. Like, if they don't make the playoffs, then
no, they'll definitely make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll make automatic. No chance.
I do.
I think
what's the point difference now?
You notice the past couple of seasons, Leeds they get to like this point in the season, they're looking comfortable for this automatic promotion, and then I don't know what happens, but something just like clicks with them, and they just can't They just don't.
Well, they're currently
like they have.
Well, they're currently in second. They're level on points with West Brom, both on 71 points. But West Brom have got a better goal difference. They're 7 points in front of Fulham.
I think they've got. I think they play. Did they play? They play someone around them soon.
Fulham are third.
They've got Fulham on Saturday.
Points, and Brentford are fourth on 63 points.
They've got Fulham on Saturday, and you'll see if Fulham beat them, you will notice a change.
If you think about it, if Fulham beat Leeds and Brentford win as well, that's what 4 points.
Brentford have got West Brom as well, so that's going to be really tight.
So
you look
big game there.
Honestly, these last couple of games usually statistically is a good time to play Leeds.
Yeah, I remember this time last. I remember this time last year. When it was around Christmas time last year when Leeds were fighting again, and I went around a friend's house, and her dad in his office, he has like a board with like loads of football bets he got on, and on it he had like a couple of acres on who to go up, and on there was he had Leeds to go up on like 3 of them, and I said to him there, you watch now, Leeds are going to bottle it, and what happened? They bottled it. So
well, even we beat them last season. Nathan Jones's first win at Stoke.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Stoke have got a massive say. Yeah, we did. Stoke have got a massive say who's going to go up and who's going to miss out, I think.
Who have you got left to play then?
Because we still got to play Brentford, we've still got to play Leeds.
Forest, we've got
Forest as well. Last game.
Really?
Bro, I'm not going to lie. You're going down, boy. You're going down.
Also got saying who's going down. We play Barnsley, Middlesbrough. We also play Birmingham.
Wigan.
And Wigan.
Well, Barnsley just beat QPR. And you're drawing to getting a scrap jammy ass goal against Reading.
It's going to be interesting.
I don't think any game's easy.
I said I'd take a point against Reading.
Well, so that was on Sunday, and then yesterday, at the time of filming this, so yesterday was Monday. Man City 5, Burnley 0.
Oh, that was
a big result
ever watched.
Big scoreline for Man City, but obviously it's been completely forgotten about with what happened just after kickoff with the banner flying over the Etihad that said. Was it all lives? White lives matter.
White lives matter. I
thought it was all lives matter. I don't know.
No, it was white lives matter, Burnley. So, what are your views on that?
Well, it's just
a disgrace, aren't they?
Just completely unnecessary. It's just like it's a multi down the
and said how
they clearly don't get what the whole movement is, do they?
Mm.
I'm very surprised that it was allowed to even happen. Like, I'm surprised the plane was allowed to go off. You know what I mean?
Took off from Blackpool. But Blackpool Airport have banned banners being flown from planes from now on, because from the statement that was made, before planes with banners are taken off, the banners aren't checked. There's no way they would have known what was said.
Why would you not check the banners?
They could literally say anything, and they're not checking it. Like, anyway, I think City are like, you see their bench? Like seriously, their bench is literally can finish like champion. Seriously, their bench. Other than Scott Carson, which is actually quite funny actually, because Carson actually the only one in the whole squad who has a Champions League medal. That's quite funny. But Carson,
Oh really?
That bench, and I'm not even joking. That team could finish top 3.
Well, it's a new contract now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So obviously that happened, and then following up what we were on about earlier, the second leg of the League Two playoffs. What a interesting games they were. So just to recap, after the first leg, Colchester were 1-0 up against Exeter, and Northampton were 2-0 down to Cheltenham. Exeter won 3-1 after extra time, making it 3-2 aggregate. They were 2-1 up, I believe, and then in the 83rd minute, Colchester equalised. And then for Northampton to be 2-0 down after their home leg and to win 3-0. What a result for Northampton.
Great turnaround that was. Northampton were all over them.
By the way, Ian Atcho's starting. Ian Atcho's starting, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah, Gray, Madison and Didi, Mendy. Mendy starting?
Let's have a look. Schmeichel,
Mendy.
Justin, Evans, Soren, Chichilla, and Didi Mendy. Ian Atcho.
By the way, have you seen Leicester agreed personal terms with Carvalho, the CDM from Betis?
Have we?
Yeah.
William Carvalho.
Where'd you see this?
It's all over Twitter.
I've not.
And also,
I think I've just seen
this also.
Empire started.
Also, breaking news is that Arthur from Barcelona has just had a bid accepted for 74 million from Juventus.
Aren't they doing a swap with Pjanic?
Nah. They've just done a straight 74 mil for Arthur.
Mad.
Jeez,
74 million.
Yeah,
do they not have enough centre heads?
I know.
He's like 24, 25.
And you got Meunier joining Dortmund as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the transfers are still coming. Will be coming in. But no, and also
July.
Yeah.
Really? We've got a big summer ahead of us. If we get into Europe, we need to make some signings. So, what do you think your transfer window's going to be like? What do you need to do?
Just round it up in 30 seconds. What do you need to do in the window? I know what Stoke need to do.
I'll let you start then.
What the Villa need to do in the transfer window, Ben? 30 seconds.
Well, again, you can't say because we don't know if we're going up or not. Because if we're going up, then we're going to have to improve the squad and get rid of the stupid Trezeguet. But then if we go down. If we go down, we're going to have to get Grealish and Mings will go. I don't know about McGinn will more than likely go, but we're going to have to actually because if we go down, I can see us coming back up again. Definitely. If we have the money. So, but no, I just think we need.
We have the money.
Yeah, true. But I think we'll definitely just need to replace Grealish if he goes, Mings when he goes as well. If we do get relegated. Basically, just replace all the players that we're going to lose.
Danby, what do you think Stoke need to
do? We need some wingers, don't we? I think.
Tom's not credit.
Don't mention his name.
I'm not going to, break the X-rated thing for what I think of Tom. But we need some wingers. We need some creativity. We need a goal scorer.
Yeah.
I think we'll be sorted.
Fair enough.
And a left back. We desperately.
You have got a centre back player.
We can't have Martin left back for much longer.
I'm going to try and keep it to 30 seconds. New goalkeeper. Butland's been atrocious this year. We need full-backs because we haven't actually got any in the club that are good enough for the Championship. Definitely just get rid of Tom Ince for as much as we can get for him. Just getting gone.
Bro, you'd get a meal deal for a Tom Ince.
I'll take that meal.
Bro, you're getting a packet of crisps.
Get someone with a bit of flair in the middle of the park. And if we can keep all of the McLean, Clucas, and Allen, we've done very well.
If you're going down, what do you think? If you go down, what do you think will happen in terms of transfers?
We'll do a Leicester. Down to League One.
We'll be like Wolves and Leicester.
Down to League One. We'll come back in a couple of seasons from the league.
We'll come back up and win the cup.
I don't think you'll be that bad because you sound like your Butland, your Clucas, your players. You can get good money for, and you can just replace. You've still got quality players. I think Joe Allen would probably still stay, maybe.
Nah, I wouldn't expect him to. He's too good. He's too good for the Championship, I think, like League One.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a Premier League player.
You think so?
Joe Allen, yeah.
He's too good for the Championship.
I think he's a championship player. That's what I think he's.
Well,
Like,
lads,
if you got rid of John McGinn and signed Joe Allen, you'd be pretty pleased, I think.
I wouldn't. I'd have John McGinn any day of the week.
No, but as a replacement.
Maybe Hourahan, maybe. But I'd probably still have Hourahan over Allen. Free kick, set pieces, Hourahan blows him out way out the water.
Yeah, set pieces. That's it.
No, he doesn't. I mean, I've seen his goal. He's got like 4 goals this season.
Ooh!
How many goals at Allen?
Well,
in the Prem?
Yeah. We are running out of time.
Yeah, well,
he scored 7 when we were in the
I'm going to have to stop this here, lads, because we are running out of time before there's a full-on domestic happening.
Good job there's a screen between us.
We have run out of time. Obviously, we're all pleased that football is well and truly back. I'm going to quickly edit this, upload it, and then I'm going to sit and watch the Leicester match. But yeah, it's been a pleasure as always. You guys have all enjoyed it. If you're listening on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, Apple Music, just share it away. Thank you for listening, and we shall see you.
Thank you.